Alright, hi, we're doing the thing again. We're in this shit. Doki Doki, you Doki Doki my mother, what the fuck? How could you? How could you? That's so fucked up. That's genuinely fucked up, dude. Honestly, I'm I'm gonna complain now, just because of that. Now you get to sit here and listen to me complain. That is the wrong scene. Now you get to sit here and listen to me complain for 5 minutes. So I think that that's really fucked up, and I will be complaining to YouTube.com and Twitter.com. Sorry, I mean X now. It's stupid. Um, I will be complaining to Instagram, the Reels. Is that even the right app? I don't think it is. I will be. Well, fuck. I will be complaining to God, the God fandom. I'm gonna complain to them because I can. And yeah, so that'll be fun. Shit. You're right, I'll be complaining to Threads as well. You're so right. You're so right. I'm gonna complain to the world about you. Only you. You're the problem here, not me. Oh my god, the video game. This is something. Yep. Whoa. No, that is the wrong one. Game, what the fuck are you doing? Okay, what happened? Something broke. We fixed it, we're good. You're so special. Yep, you are. This is the game. Anime jump scare. Literally anime just jump scared you right now. I'm also watching this on my phone because I don't know how it looks. It looks fine. What the fuck? It looks decent. Is this what happens when you upgrade your internet a little bit? Is this what happens? Does it actually... It looks good now. Like, I'm watching it on my phone using the data and it looks good. That's so weird. This has never happened before. Usually it looks like shit. That's fine. It buffered. That's okay. So let's play the video game. I've heard a lot about this game. I know the gist of this game. Like, I feel like anyone on the internet knows the gist of this game. It's been out for years. You know, it's kind of hard to avoid any spoilers about it. But, like, I don't know what actually happens in the game. I just know, like, the big major events of, like, character deaths and stuff. That's pretty much all I know. Like, I know nothing else. So, let's get into it. Like, I know there's that funky thing that has to do with, like, computer files, so that'll be something. Name. Okay, and now we're gonna enter the Matrix, everyone. Hi. Do I want to do character voices? Just Monica. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works because you've known each other so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. That's valid, though. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I don't know if I want to do character voices. I think it'd be funny. I overslept again! But I caught you this time! Yeah, well, maybe because I decided to stop and wait for you, you dolt. Stupid. What? Why are you looking like that? Yeah, that's true. You say that like you're thinking about ignoring... yeah, I was. That's mean. Yeah, well, cry. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. What do you mean, what was that? Fine, fine. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to do character voices. It's funny, but I feel like I need to be more sleep deprived to do that. Wait, what? I missed a text box. Oh, it actually was looking good, which is so weird. This is new. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club to join? A club? Whoa, clubs. I already told you I'm not interested in joining any clubs. Nah, join theater. Just because. Be silly. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember. I'll figure that out later when if I rewatch it after. I haven't been looking either. That's true. Oh, there is? Okay. That's okay. Sounds good. You told me you'd join a club this year. Dude, clubs, honestly, not worth. I say this, but I'm in theater. I'm full of shit. Depression is the game today, dude. You know? Dude, I played fucking, like a couple of weeks ago, like a week ago, I started playing fucking Warframe again. And I've already dumped 5 hours into the game already. It's a problem. I started like a week ago. I have school. And all the other shit. I'm not sure it's possible that I did, but in one of our many conversations where I did dismissively go on with whatever she's going on about. Yeah, I can't tell who I am in this situation, if I'm Sayori or if I'm me. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content getting by on the average time spending my free time in games and anime. Alright, no, I'm me. Okay, we're perfect. That you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Yeah, okay, never mind. Never mind, I'm not Sayori in this situation. I couldn't be. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? Said no one ever. I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Okay, she's got me there, though. You trust me, right? No. No, I know what happens later on in the game. I'm not stupid. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs. Dancey dance, hula hoop. Dancey dance, hula hoop. Yep, I'll look at a few clubs. No promises, though, because clubs are stupid. Will you at least sure. Yeah, I guess I'll promise that, sure. Yay! God, why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Jesus Christ. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry about me so much does make me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The delusions are heavy, this one. This school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. I wish. As I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Honestly, I can't relate to that bit. Clubs. Like golf. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Imagine me. It's totally not like I'm in theater and choir. No, that could never be me. Never. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club? Dude, you're gonna get bullied. Hello? Sayori? She must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. You do that a lot, I assume. This is... Considering it's me, you do. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the... Monty Gator! Oh my god, Monty Gator! But I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Yeah, something came in. Yeah, you, this time. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Thank you. Thank you. You don't have to wait for me if it's going to make you late to your own club, you loser. I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know, why are you making that face? No what?
That you could come to my club.
Sayori. I don't like character voices. It's funny, but at the same time, I'm just like, it is 11:30 at night. It is too late. There's no way I'm going to your club. Dude, fucking Warframe is ripping my mind, dude. Like, it is a problem.
Meanie.
Like, dude, I got a fucking dog, like a couple minutes before stream, and I was like, holy shit. I named him Charlie. He is a god. I would die for him. Sayori's the vice president of the literature club. Yep, this is standard info. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest. Jesus fucking Christ. English? No one would ever know that I... No one would ever know that I am, in fact, in fucking... I am literate. Docs. Chat. What? No, hold on. What? In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to start a new club. Since she was the first one to ever show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Okay, so we're fucking lying today. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Oh my god. Come on, please. Dude, I'm sorry, but the anime club just sounds like a guaranteed way to get bullied. Why do you care so much anyway? Because she likes you, dumbass. Okay, I'm considering Game Ivory and me Ivory as different people, and I'm going to criticize this person's obliviousness, even if they just like me for real. It's like, dumbass, she likes you.
Well...
Oh, well, never mind. Well, also that. So, and apparently she also signed you up without consent. This is how cults start. You need to be worried about this, kid. How old is the character in this? I assume, since everything seems to be very... Like, since it's very clearly designed around Japanese schooling, I'm assuming that they're using the 3-year system. So, I'm guessing... I don't know. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises. Yeah, good lesson, kids. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning to have planned this out. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, mate. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. Like Chica from Five Nights at Freddy. Oh my god, a jump scare Freddy Fazbear Pizza, William Afton, Night 5, Golden Freddy Rar.
Yay, let's go!
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Amen, dude. Amen. I would do the same. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure the age of all these characters, so I guess that they're all 3rd years. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for 3rd year classes and activities. So they're not? Oh, they might be using the 4-year American high school system. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member, you loser. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. Hey, it's the girl who, Yeah, moving on. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? That... Girl 2. Okay, girl 2, calm down. She just doesn't know. Way to kill the atmosphere. Right. Oh, wait. This is awkward because the character I'm playing is male. Oh, shit. Named after the elephant tusk. Named after an elephant tusk. Their parents wanted him to be strong, I guess. Ah, Ivory, what a surprise. Welcome to the club. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Okay. Right, I forgot this is a dating sim type game. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. I actually don't know how to make her kind of voice, because I know that her voice is, like, calm and soft, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I know she's also goes, like, batshit crazy. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name was apparently Natsuki, is the one I didn't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Really, dude? Really? Don't... Stop. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Oh, she fidgets with her hair. Interesting. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Makes sense. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right, just Monica. Why is she looking straight at me? I'm sorry, that's really uncomfortable, actually. I don't like that. I don't like how she's looking straight at me. I'm not a fan of that, actually. I don't like that. It's great to see you again, Ivory. Monica smiles sweetly. Okay, we do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. She's the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Okay, so having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down. We made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. I made them. I'll get them. Makes sense. Sorry, got a little excited. How about I make some... Oh, she likes tea? Interesting. Interesting. Wait. Interesting how Sayori... the girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been wider, so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. That is crazy. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Wow!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Cats? Are you serious? I want to see. Show me the picture of them. They're drawn with... The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to create ears. Oh, how nice. How cute. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know.
Just hurry and take one. Fine. Siri grabs one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Yes, yes. She talks with her mouth full and already has managed to get icing on her face. That fits the character. I turn the cupcake around at my angle, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Like, really good. As in, like, I don't know. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Okay. Okay. I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe. Okay. But not for, you know, you dumb. Oh, alright. Gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Fair enough, honestly. Yuri returned to the table carrying a tea set. How nice. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the teacup cake tray. Cupcake tray, holy shit. You keep a whole tea set in this damn classroom, dude? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission, really. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Okay, I really don't like that Monica is looking straight at me. I don't like that. That's not... Well, I don't like that. I meant that, you know, I believe it. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. For real. I've never tried tea, so I don't know. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Do all these people already like the character? Like, I know that Sayori does. But they're all acting like they do, which is really interesting. Smiles. So if you could, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make this club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Haha, well, you know... To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. That's valid, actually. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. And I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special about it. That is a good... I think that is a good reason to make a club, honestly. I approve of that, honestly. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Yeah, honestly, solid reasoning. Monica really is a great leader. Yep. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. They don't like reading, they're illiterate. Must be hard to start a new club, huh? You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting in all the effort to start something new. Especially when it doesn't grab your attention, like literature. They're all crazy. Yeah. But you have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. And I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. Okay, yeah, so they're their, like, last year, I think. You know it, but she doesn't seem to be, I think. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. What kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Doesn't she like mystery novels or something? Or is it like, what was it? It was like mystery or something? Novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Oh. She seemed like the type to like fucking mystery, like thriller novels, you know? Like detective stuff, you know? The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. That's valid, actually. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Valid enough. She goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. Yeah, reading is really cool. She seemed so reserved and timid when I walked in, but it's obvious the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Same mate. But you know, I like other things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. You know, I feel like it's okay that we can talk about the ending and stuff because like this game has been out for like 3 or 4 years now. Like, I feel like it's okay. But I do think that Monica is just like kind of hinting at the ending the entire time, or that Yuri is just hinting at the ending. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. She's looking at me again. For someone who's as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. I am not a fan of Natsuki, I'll be honest. Oh, why's that? She darts over to me her eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind at the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... And give it that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Okay. Yep. I'm not cute, she says. Do you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
She averts her eyes. Yep, okay. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. That's true, actually. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You know, I agree with a lot of the messages, like the things being said here. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... Guess it's the same for Yuri, huh? I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. They looked quizzically at Monica. Question. If quizzes are quizzical, what are tests? Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone's even. Yay, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new member. I think it'll all help us get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? Ooh. She smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly came forth about what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and But I'm sorry, I thought Ivory, you're defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That it is. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right? I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Good shit. You don't read enough, mate. You need to read more. The girls light up, eyes light up. I'm so happy. She wraps her arms about me, jumping up and down. Wow. It really did scare her. Yep, that you did. If you really just came for the... I would be super pissed. Honestly, I would be as well, I think. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. I don't like how she's always watching, like looking at the player. Okay, everyone. I don't like this, like, front view, because it really feels like she's staring not at the player, but at the person playing the game. Like, not at the player character, but at the actual, like, the person behind the screen, you know? Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. She looks over at me once more. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? You gotta read more, King. Already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the other girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore since she's always stayed home after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most out of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good will happen for whoever likes your poem the most. Tragedy. Melody. Determination. Fantasy. Imagination. Ooh. I like disoriented. Why is suicide there? Intellectual misfortune, pleasure. I guess misfortune? Climax, insight, hair, heart, scars, sing, disown, Doki Doki, philosophy, universe. Interesting. Philosophy, then. Bad love, effulgent, rain cloud, nightgown, mouse, unending, frightening, poof, cage. Unending. Kitty, candy, shame, playground, cute, bunny, vitality, laugh, puppy, and contamination. Cheeks, kawaii, strawberry, flying, awesome, precious, embrace, sticky, clumsy, prayer. I feel like prayer is actually interesting. Dream, covet, ocean, memories, pain, desire, extreme, cry, feather, or summer. Dream. Agonizing, skirt, grief, fireworks, rainbow, jump, daydream, captive, marriage, infallible. Grief. Giggle, horror, milk, analysis, blanket, treasure, hopeless, existence, games, excitement. Existence. Skipping, nibble, vacation, shiny, breath, infinite, bubbles, fickle, vertigo, and kiss. Infinite, I guess. Destiny, adventure, cheer, anger, sunny, atone, disaster, afterimage, music, and anxiety. I'm thinking anxiety. Valentine. Beauty, variance, melancholy, hope, family, despise, uncanny, fireflies, and friends. Uncanny. Sugar, dazzle, portrait, pink, entropy, marshmallow, spinning, whistle, question, fluffy. Entropy. Pure, ribbon, misery, whisper, extraordinary, sweet, defeat, aura, parfait, sunset. Extraordinary, I guess. Flower, meager, starscape, comfort, anime, play, tenacious, headphones, unrequited, lipstick. Let's go starscape. Hi again. Well, glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Good shit. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. I mean, yeah, bro fucking needs social skills, you know? Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? It's good. It'll help him. It'll make this guy more eloquent and just interesting as a person. Come on, like he deserves any slack. Sarah told me you wouldn't be able to join any. You didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't even know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Find yourself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. I both agree and disagree with that. I think it is like lower level. It depends. It really depends. Depends on the kind, because there's some manga that is absolutely lower level literature, but there's some stuff that is like very advanced in its theming and everything. So I don't know. Defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Ivory always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He fucking better. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Oh, like cooking, cleaning my room? I actually like cooking and cleaning, you know? Suri, that's just because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Holy shit. Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Aha. You and Ivory can become good friends too. That's not what she wants. She wants fuck. ... As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the obvious weird situation she's put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Yeah, exactly. Stares at JJK. JJK is a huge one. Yeah, stuff like JJK and I feel like Tokyo Ghoul also falls into that higher level manga category. What else does? I think manga that can really play with their themes can fall into that higher level category. Like, I feel like if they don't like challenge or like expose new ideas, then they don't really do that, you know? But I feel like the creators of JJK and Tokyo Ghoul really tried to push like the beliefs of their manga, and I feel like it's really interesting, you know. Wait, Sayori, me? Not really. Don't be shy. So I think how this day works is like it changes based on who you got the most things in the poem. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? What? Sorry, I wasn't thinking. Yeah, you weren't thinking. It's up for me to rescue this situation. Don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gestures from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Dude, that's how you create a yandere. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Bag and pulls out book. Didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you could enjoy. Oh, what kind of book is it? It's a short read, so it'll keep your attention even if you don't usually read. Could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. Oh my god. Is this how this girl how's this girl accidentally being so cute? Okay, mate. She even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading much. How nice. How nice of her, honestly. Thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. Couldn't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. So I'm thinking, right, that the more of a certain character's, like, words you pick out in the poem per thing, I think the more, like, the episode changes, right? Like, I'm thinking it focuses more. Oh, okay, thank you. I'm thinking it'll focus more on the character you get more of, is my guess. I don't know. But yeah, thank you. I hope I'll like it. I've never played this before, but, like, I know the basic gist of what goes on, but, I want to experience it, you know? Because, like, I feel like I'm behind on that. Plus, I've heard that it's great, so I might as well play it. Like, I've never played a visual novel before, so, you know, it'll be new. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse from the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. Oh my, more than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. It's just Monica, dude. It's just Monica. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. ... But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Okay. Yeah, dude, visual novels are fucking something. That's fair. Sorry. What the fuck? A bug fell off of my closet door. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing her I made her uncomfortable. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's fine. I was just focused and I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. That's fair, honestly, dude. I'm just rereading a bit of this. Yeah. Something I'm liking is that, like, it's already foreshadowing future events really early on. Like, I'm liking that. That, like, you won't expect it, but it's already foreshadowing events. And I think that's really cool. I'm rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. You have 2 copies of the same book, bro? That's crazy. That's so real. I wish I could just give people books and they'd read them. Dude, if my school had a literature club, I would happily join that, honestly. Yeah, like, it's so cool to look at games knowing stuff. Like, I feel like going into this game blind and going into it knowing what's going to happen changes your perspective of the game, I feel like. Because I know what's going to happen just because of, like, just stuff like the internet. I just know about it because I've been hearing about it for years, so I'm finally getting into it. But it's like, it really changes your perspective of how you view the game, I think. And I think that's really interesting. I think that this is actually, like, a masterclass of how... Like, I think this is a great way to, like, subvert expectations. Yeah, same. I wish I could, but I kind of have to stick with theater. But I've joined, like, a lot of, like, language arts classes when I can. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how you have come to have 2 copies of the same book. That's what I'm wondering. Well, when I stopped by the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Oh, I see. Fairly obvious here that she isn't telling you, but I decided to let it go. Good, you'd make her more embarrassed if you did, mate. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Glad to hear. You should, like, start reading it now. Once it starts to pick up, you'll have a hard time putting it down. Yep. It's a very engaging and relatable story. That's so real, honestly, dude. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, scans her eyes over the back. Book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol in the front cover. Dude, I've listened to too many fucking game theories about this shit. I hear certain things and I'm just like, oh? Just fucking game theory has rotted my brain, dude. From years of watching that channel, it's ruined my experiences for games. It's like, eye symbol? Oh. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl from high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. Cool. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life falls apart. That's kind of interesting. It's kind of dark. Yeah. I don't watch game theory anymore, but I used to a lot when I was younger, so... Yeah, like, I feel like it's ruined a lot of my game experiences now, like, looking back, because I want to play older-ish, I say older, but, like, a few years older games, but it's, like, it's kind of hard to when I know what's going to happen in the games from watching channels like that, so I tend to avoid channels like that now, but when I was younger, I used to watch stuff like this, like, I'm pretty sure I actually binged the Doki Doki Literature Club series of his... when I was, like, 3 years back, I think. I don't know. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yeah. It made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Ahaha. She gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Ivory? It's not that... I mean, I can definitely enjoy these types of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. I totally forgot she's into that sort of thing. Dude, I'd love to read that type of story. It seems really deep. And I think it'd be really interesting to read it a few times, you know? Because something I have found when reading books is the first time you read the book, you see things from, like, the main character's perspective. The second time, you see it from the supporting characters. And the third time, like, every time you read the book, you see it from a different character's perspective. Oh my god, you did not just say that she has a big personality. I mean, she does. She does have a big personality, she just is really shy. But yeah, her mind's completely different. It's just that these kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life in a strange new perspective. Exactly. And I think that's why I love stories like that, you know? No, bad. No, we're not objectifying Yuri right now. Yuri, I don't know much about Yuri, but we're not doing that. We're not doing that today. No, 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 no. But yeah, I love stories that do that, you know? When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in, then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Yeah, I agree. I'm rambling, aren't I? It's really cool, though. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize about that shit. I haven't lost interest. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. That's so real, though. I'm really sorry if I end up saying something strange. This is like... I'm wondering, is this like the best game I could have played for my first time streaming in like months? Probably not, but we're in it now, so it's too late. Well, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Ow, fuck. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. Honestly, no. I think she's just a really passionate person about reading, and I think that's really cool. Least I can do is exactly. It's a literature club, you know? Oh, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? It's not my first time streaming, but like, I haven't streamed something in a couple months, I think. Maybe a month, maybe 2. I can't remember exactly how long. Because I streamed for the last time during like the summer, so since it's October, nearing the end of it, almost 2 months ago, maybe, roughly, I guess. So like, this might not be the best game, but you know, it is what it is. I might as well get started reading it though, because you don't have to, but it sounds interesting though. That's real. I want to stream Warframe, but I don't know if I have the internet for it, so I'll have to test it out at some point. Just to see if I even can play the game while I'm streaming at all. But I don't know, because my internet is... I don't know. I have like 1K fucking kilobytes per second. A moment ago you said you were looking forward to it, you know? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Oh my god, you're making her lose her mind, dude. For real, dude. Like, you're making her lose it. Don't, dude. This is how she kills people. This is how she, like, gets all stabby. You sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's not being apprehensive. It's like... my god, this guy's fucking oblivious. I'm sorry, it's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That's valid, though, actually. If you're not used to sitting with people. Oh, reading in company with someone, that's valid, though. Reading seems for her to be a very private activity, so it makes sense. I see. The artwork in this game is, like, so good, though. Like, the shading and everything. Like, it's so good. Real. Like, the shading and everything in this game looks so good. You know what, actually, it is interesting how the, like, the hair and clothes are shaded completely differently from, like, the rest of the environments, but it makes sense, because they're a separate asset, I assume. Nice. That's fair. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read, probably because it's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Huh. She's in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. She's reading from my book instead. Knew it. I fucking knew she'd be looking from the MC's book. I knew it. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you actually... She does apologize a lot. She's anxious. It's... Yeah. Don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... This should work, right? They'd hold my book more between the two of them. Ah. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Okay. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh my god. So instead I use my right arm to hold the book open. Ah, I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh my gosh, look at them. Oh my gosh, look at this. What the fuck did MC do? It is cute. I love the art style of this game. It takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb and after it flops to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Okay, are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. Bit distracted for a sec. Calm down, God. Jesus Christ. How I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Yuri, he's not being slow. Well, he might not be. He's not fully being slow because, like, he's fucking... Like, it's not because fucking, because he's not used to reading. It's because he's staring at your face. He got the hots. It's the least I can do, since you're being so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. No longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Okay. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side, she catches it with her own thumb. Yeah, this game is something. Like, every once in a while I get caught off guard, I'm just like, oh, wait a second. Yeah. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all the things she says and does. God damn. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. Jesus Christ, we're really calling Yuri out today. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of your mannerisms. I see. Remain silent for a moment. Okay, but Ivory, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Holy shit. God damn, the MC kind of fucked up. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, what? I didn't mean it in a bad way. I didn't know you were self-conscious about that. Okay, okay. Really, you can't, I don't think you can just say that that sort of thing to people, you know? Especially when all these people fucking like you. Which is interesting. When did that happen? Like, what developed that? That just kind of fucking happened, I guess? What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Notice how she... Okay. Notice how she just interrupted as soon as anything was about to happen there. What, I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Might not have the time if we all wait too long. Spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. Sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. I love how Monica's the only one who, like, is, like, completely, like, emotionless in this. It's fine. Releases her hand from the book, causing it to fall on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun if I read it with you after it picks up a lot. Oh, I know. I know the deal of what happens in this game. Like, I know what the ending is. I've been spoiled. I was spoiled about this stuff, like, a year ago. Probably 2. It's like, I know the basic gist of what goes on. Like, I don't know the actual story elements, but I know that, like, the big overarching events. So, yeah, I just figure I might as well, like, experience it at some point. So, now's as good a time as any. More fun if I read it with you as soon as it picks up, you know? That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters on your own time. Okay. Alright. I stand up, make a mental note of where I left the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Yeah, it makes sense, but at the same time... Oh, thank you, Nightbot. I forget that that's still here. I made that, like last summer in the beginning, and then I never did any... I forgot to shut it down. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense that the game is making them all like the MC immediately, but I wish that there had been some build-up to it, you know? I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done that before. Yeah, it was fucking... I wonder what's going to come out if I am able to see the poem. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori uses a wrinkled sheet of loose-leaf paper torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Can already see her pristine handwriting from where I sit. Uh-huh. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Let's do Yuri. We've spent the most time with her in this day, so yeah, and she's experienced, so, you know. I trust her opinion to be fair. Yeah, I think that's a decent reasoning. That. She reads the poem. I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? First covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Yeah, that's just been my thought. I just thought that the love at first sight thing's kind of dumb, but I mean, it works so that the game isn't too long, I guess. Because I feel like if you have to go through the whole like build-up stuff, it can get kind of slow, especially for people who like aren't used to playing visual novels. You know? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. I actually have written a lot of poetry. I enjoy poetry. It's fun. It's a huge compliment. It is. This is actually my first time, really. Okay. Huh? Stares at me blankly like I kicked her puppy. What? Well, I know that. I just meant, unable to find an excuse. As if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new ones. Having been through that myself, I learned to pick up on them. Fair. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is they try to make their style very deliberate. They tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Okay. Once she finishes her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor completely changes. Her stammering's gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finishing them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Honestly, I think this game is like a good way to kind of teach like intermediate to like basic to like intermediate writing techniques to people, I feel like, because like Yuri just like explains like a lot of just like interesting little bits that you can kind of learn from, I feel like, you know, not like heavily like you have to do a lot of like self-research, but you know, I feel like you can learn a little bit from this game just from like the, or get like a scaffold to work off of. Yeah, might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. Absolutely. I also hope that everyone else in the clubs gives you valuable feedback. Yeah. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. What does that mean? Sorry. It's fine. Not sure if she's apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. She smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Interesting. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. It's better than my handwriting. Well, I just don't read script very often. For real. That's a relief. I like the poem. Not at all. Glad you liked it. Yeah, I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more Ooh. Does that mean we'll be able to get more, like difficult poems to read? Are you into ghosts? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Okay, let's think about it. What do I think this poem's about? The big focus were bathing, the streetlights, the passage of time were big themes. Bathing could be like a connection between the past and someone's present or future, I think. Or it could be a sense of cleansing oneself, maybe, is what I'm thinking. Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences through their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. Perhaps the subject of poem is only symbolically being compared to a ghost, yeah. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, yeah. And soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. It's impressive. It is, yeah, it's actually a good poem. Nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Ivory. Me too. Hell yeah. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna stream to 2 hours, I think. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because, like, I'm not, like, tired yet, but I can feel it. It's, like, getting there. And by, like, 1:30, it's definitely gonna be hitting. Sayori then. Let's do that. Let's go from the bottom, top to bottom. This is a good poem, Ivory. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. Honestly, MC seems like the kind of person who wouldn't write one at all. I'm gonna be honest. Just happy you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Or, well, of course. Not really that into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this are for other people. That's really something only good people do. Yeah, sure. Thanks, Sayori. Not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? This will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'll hold you to that then. Yay. Let me read your poem. I want to read it. I'm really bad at this. Let's see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I would sleep forever. I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. This poem is much more direct. I don't think it has many, hidden meanings.
But it's just kind of nice and homey, you know? Yeah. Can't answer just a little bit with a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. At least that makes me a little better about myself. Don't be mean. Still tried my best. Ah, yeah. Didn't mean to say that was a bad pun. It wasn't bad. It came out nice. Yeah, it fits the character, I think. But, yeah, really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I want breakfast. Eggs and toast. Ooh, I want eggs and toast. I think I'll make that in the morning. Yeah. It's bad to skip breakfast. I got all cranky. I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Natsuki is gonna be interesting, I think. Let's do it. ... Question mark? If you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. Do you expect me to believe you actually put effort into this? Yeah, you're biased as fuck. Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but I did put an effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, I'd like to see it. Painful to think about? ... Fine. Here. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're just better off just trying again. Fair enough. To each their own. Probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Amen, Natsuki. Amen. Yeah. Told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so confused? Because everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. No. It doesn't have to be. It was simple, I think. And that's refreshing. I think poetry doesn't have to be sophisticated. People don't take your writings? No. It's a perfectly valid poem. It's actually, I think it's pretty decent. Point of poems for people to express themselves? No, it can also show a story or anything else. Yeah, wouldn't make your writing style would make your message any less valid. Exactly. Like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. You know? Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah. Another nice thing is that simple writing puts more... You're right, it does. It does put more weight into the wordplay. Yeah. Yeah, but then exactly, I like that. It brings out the feeling of the last line. So you did. I guess more, yeah. Glad you learned something. Yeah, I think that when you have more experience, when you do things like this, you can make it be much more simple and at the same time be so much more complex. Like things can be bad or be quote-unquote lesser in different ways, and it makes it better because if it's an intentional choice. And I think that this is a good poem because of that. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, time for Monica's. God, she makes me uncomfortable. Hi.
Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. She stands with, like, perfect posture. It's freaky. Since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Okay, of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Valid enough. Want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, we're a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's sort of the barrier we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I don't know what the poem looks like. I still don't know. I assume they won't show me because they would have to make it AI generated, which would, But that's, you know. I didn't expect you to go for something deep. I guess I underestimated you. Everyone does, but then they see me my actual work and they go, wow. Easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts on me to put in some effort. That's not very fair. I guess it worked. Yeah, I do know that Yuri likes this kind of writing. That's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who's using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of that. I do actually like stories that leave you to figure it out on your own. But sometimes, just for a change of pace, I do like to just be like kind of spoon-fed it a little bit. Not like an insane amount, but just like a little bit, you know? Like, just on occasion. It's difficult to write that way, but allowing people to get something just by feel. Or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I've never really asked, though. I'm nowhere near her level yet. Yeah, same, honestly. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Yeah, it'll happen. Could take a while before I'm comfortable doing this. That's okay. Love to see you try new things. It's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased towards their own kind of styles. Yeah, I can see what Yuri meant by Natsuki being really biased. Don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah. Do you want to read my poem now? Sure. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. That's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Oh, that's really... I feel like that moment really just showcased a little bit more that, like, she is always putting up a front thing, you know? I feel like that did. Yeah, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into anything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Okay. So she's writing about her experience of seeing outside of the game. The thing that changed everything for her. And seeing the player character. I guess. The player character's real form. That's really interesting. So yeah, she is really writing about how much seeing the outside of the game has changed her life. Which I think is really interesting. I like that a lot. What do you think? It's very freeform. It is very freeform. Not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. A lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and rhymes. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. The inspiration behind this one. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say it's some kind of an epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a lot. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's coming on strongly.
Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. That's true. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just end up with a big dark puddle of ink. Bendy in the ink machine? So just move your hand and go with the flow. Honestly, yeah. That's good advice, I'd say. Thanks for listening. Phew. Guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. There's a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. Everyone is judging you. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is the literature club, after all. I sighed. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandems, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow with frustration. Yuri smiles sadly. What's this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Dismissively returns the poems to the desk with one hand. Guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant language, I guess. Oh my god, we get it. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. We get it, y'all are opposites. Which I haven't yet. And Ivory liked my poem too, you know. Even told me he was impressed by it. Yeah. What? Oh shit, why did the music stop? Didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. It's not what I... both of them are standing up now. Maybe you're jealous that Ivory appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? You didn't give advice. You literally just said, do it again. So are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh, shit. Is everyone okay? Jesus Christ. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs... I'm fucking sorry? Whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Ivory started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. That's not true. She started. Oh my god. Learn to appreciate that simple writing's more effective. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Convoluted for no reason. Wait, that boobs comment. That's why the shading of fucking, of Yuri's uniform looks like stretched, you know? Like it looks tight. That's why. I was like, why does the jacket look like undersized? Like a lot of, just like in various places, the jacket just feels like too small. But that makes sense with the boobs comment. How her boobs like grew as soon as the MC showed up. That's really interesting, actually. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey... It's not the only way. Both are good. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right? Well? How'd I get dragged into this? It's not like I know anything about writing. They'll probably think more highly of me. Okay. Here's the thing. I believe you can complay. You can show certain things. Sometimes you don't need to be overly you don't need to be overly complex, because if you go too complex, you can fucking yeah, like if you go too complex, people won't understand. If you go too simple, then people won't grasp the ideas you're trying to portray, you know? I feel like you have to have a mix. I don't think I can agree with either. Obviously, I would want to go down the Yuri route because I've already been doing that, but I can't really justify either. So, Sayori, help. You're right. Sayori, help. When you know you're making your friend feel like this. Goddamn. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject your own feelings into our conflict. Jesus Christ, calm down. You both are being problematic right now. This is exactly why nobody... Holy shit. Holy shit. You did not just pull that card. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Yeah. I feel like Monica in this situation. I'm like, the fuck is going on? This is why Sayori is not vice president. And as usual, she's looking directly at me. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Haha. No, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Sayori's so basic in her own ways, isn't she? Yeah. Airhead, but it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take a good care of her, okay? I hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You know, I think I'll probably end at this after the end of this segment, because I feel like that's a good place to end. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little bit more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. Oh, wow. I didn't realize it was that soon. How do you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. How about you? I'd say the same. It was a neat... It was, yeah. I think it was cool. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, did I learn a little bit more about the poems everyone likes? With any luck, that means I can do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Ivory, walk home. Let's go. Walk, walk. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. Can't say I'm not enjoying it either. About what happened earlier. You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. That shit was, like, a lot. I didn't realize it was that bad. No. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. Oh, it's the game. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, was all. I can see why they made good friends with you. Phew. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Yeah. Does it really need to stop? Did you just fucking... Seriously? Why are you trying to get with people? Why are you looking forward to getting with people, dude? Let's do this. Perfect. Okay, so we are going to end here. Alright, I will see y'all in the next one. And yeah, honestly, it was a pretty decent start back up. So yeah, bye-bye.